Slipping off the edge, out of phase, watching you pretend we're okay. Every weekend we hitchhike to hell, and you only think of yourself. If we're going down, going down in flames, flying around the highway, trying to get away. Don't speak, I'll try to save us from ourselves. If we're going down, we're going down in flames, going down in flames, burning on your tongue.
Welcome back, guys. As you know, I'm the Hashtag of the Rabbit, and today we're going to be taking a look at my 5 favourite steals and controls. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first control we'll take a look at is called the Marlo Tilt. And this one is a very simple one, but it's very useful. So it looks like this. You have any card chosen, right, and there we have the Ace of Hearts. And that's just going to go somewhere in the deck, right? And if you just snap your fingers, just like that, you'll see that the Ace of Hearts actually comes straight to the top. Alright, we can try that again. We'll just put it in the middle of the deck, and if we just give it a snap, it comes right back to the top. Alright, now the way this works is you show the card, right? You can have any card chosen in any way you like. And as you're showing the card, you're going to get a break under the top card here. You can do that however you want. The way I do it is I slide this top card over, and then as I pull it back, I let my little finger just sit under there. Right, so it's a slide over, and then your little finger goes under there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pretend to be putting it somewhere in the middle of the deck, and you can push a few cards out in the middle of the deck, right? And then you're just going to slide it under this top card here, right? And from any other angle it looks like you're putting it somewhere in the deck, but really you're just putting it second from the top. What you're going to do now is just, you can do any double lift you like. So I tend to do this one, which is you pretty much just grab, you thumb count 2 cards at the back, and then you grab the bottom left corner with your thumb and the top right corner with your middle finger, and then you just spin it with this middle finger here, so it goes like that. And then you can just spin it back, put it on the top, and then it works again, because they think the top card is their card, but it's not. Their card is the second card. So then you can take the top card, put it somewhere in the deck, and voila, it comes straight back to the top, right? While it's second from the top though, and you have it in your double lift, what you can do is, I think Matt Franco did this on America's Got Talent. You can do this thing where when you bend it, and then it looks like you're putting it on the top. It looks like you're, that's the only bent card in the deck, right? But you bent both cards that you had in the double lift, and then when you put it back on top, right, you're just going to slide off the top card. So this card is actually their card, but you're going to put another random card bent into the deck, so it looks like their card is just somewhere in the deck. And then there's this cool thing where if you put pressure with your middle finger and your thumb here, then this won't bend yet, and then when you let go, it bends and kind of pops off, and so it looks like you made the card like jump to the top, right? So that's another thing you can do with that. And that's the Marlo Tilt. Okay, so this next control works better from the front, and this is the Chris Ramsay control. I don't know whether that's what he called it, but it was invented by Chris Ramsay, and he has taught it on YouTube, so I have, allowance to teach it. Right, so what you do is you're just going to pick any random card you like, and that you're just going to leave sticking up in the deck. Then it looks like this, right? So you just have that card sticking up in the deck, and then as you push it in and snap your fingers, it comes straight to the top, just like that. Okay, so the way this works is we'll actually get an over-the-shoulder view for this. You are going to take, with this hand's going to come like this, and you're going to grab all of the cards up until this card. Alright, and what's going to happen is they're just going to slide down. You're just going to slide them down like that. But from the front, you can't have, it's going to look like you're not doing anything from the back. Right, so they're going to slide down like that until you're almost at a right angle. Okay, then what you're going to do is with your middle finger, you're going to slide the top card under this card here. Okay, so that's just going to slide under there, which allows you to push the rest of the cards under here. Alright, and as you do this, what you're going to do is it's a kind of, you're going to put your thumb on this card here, and that thumb is, as you push these cards forward and pull this card back, this thumb is going to push this card forwards. So it looks like this as you come down, and it looks like this card is still the card that they chose, but it's not. And as you can see, then you can just push that in, and they have no idea. You're already ahead of them at this point. They have no idea that their card is already on the top. They think you've just pushed it in, right? And then you can reveal it out again. So that's the Chris Ramsay control. Okay, so this next control, this is one of the easiest controls to do, and it looks like this. So we'll take a random card, say the Ace of Hearts, and put it somewhere in the deck, right? And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to give the deck a couple of cuts, and voila, the card comes straight to the top, right? That's it. So here's how this works. As you put this card into the deck, what you're going to do is get a break on top of it. And the way you're going to do that is I just lift up all of the cards until this card, and put my little finger in there. And then as I slide this card in, I just let it go under my little finger like this. And then I can just put those cards back on like that, right? So at full speed, it looks like this, right? So we have the card there like that, and then it just goes like that. And then you have your break. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do, if you don't have a table, then you can just take the cards, but I have a table, so I'm going to use it, and you take some cards before the break. So I still have some cards on top of the break, then I'm just going to take a random number of cards that doesn't take me to the break yet, put them down, then take all of the cards until the break, put them down, and then put the rest of the cards on top, right? And that automatically makes my card, the spectator's card comes to the top. Alright, now I wouldn't use this just as a kind of standalone thing, but if you just need to control it to the top in order to do something else, then it's very useful. Right, so that is called the Double Undercut. The next one we'll be looking at is just a simple pass, and here's what it looks like. So take a random card, okay, the Ace of Hearts, and we'll just cut that somewhere into the deck, face up, right? Here's what's going to happen. if I just let this go for a second, then the Ace of Hearts comes straight back to the top, face up. Now, the way this works is, I'll give you the behind the scenes angle. You're going to take your half with the card face up, and you're going to put it to the back, like you're cutting it into the deck. And then you're going to get a break underneath it. We discussed how to do that in the last tutorial in the Double Undercut, so you can look at that for how to do that. The next thing you're going to do is this hand comes down here, and that's because you want to protect these cards so that the spectator doesn't see them, because they're going to come down here, right? So you have your break here, like that, and then this hand grabs all of the cards above the break, so these cards. Then the cards below the break, you're just going to let flop down in this hand like this, so it goes like that, and then you push them here until they're touching this hand, right? And then all you're going to do, the move looks like this. You're just going to flop these cards down on top, right? So that it's like that. But the way you do this so that it looks convincing is you go like that, and then bring it back up, and then it looks like the chosen card has magically come to the top. Alright, let's get into the next tutorial. Alright, so this is the last control that we're going to be looking at today, and it's actually a steal, and it looks a bit like this. So if you just have a random card chosen, we'll go with this one, and that's just going to go somewhere in the deck. Now, if my spectator can concentrate on the card and picture it very clearly in their mind, then we can actually make it jump from the deck to straight behind their ear. Right, and the way that works is, this is called the, I don't really actually know what it's called, but I call it the Tenkai Steal. And it basically builds on all of the concepts that we've been talking about today. And so, well, actually just getting a break. And the way it works is, the card goes in the deck like this, and you push it in, and get the break, right? And then what you're going to do is your ring finger is going to go in too, and they're going to just pull the card out like that. But the spectator can't see that because your hand's over it, right? And as you hold the deck like this, you're in the perfect position to take that card into Tenkai, which is what we call that method of holding it, right? So you take it into Tenkai, then you can, I would draw attention to the deck to draw their attention away from your hand, because this does look kind of suspicious. And so you can ask them to shuffle or do whatever you want with that, and then you can make it appear through Tenkai, or just do whatever you want with the card at that point. And that's my top 5 favourite controls. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I'm the Hassan's the Rabbit, and I'll see you next time in another magic video.
Young words, 'cause I feel like I'm falling.